I must find the perfect spoon.
Excuse me, I need a spoon.
My spoon is too big.
Spoon with me, dude!
What is up, Spoon Gang, and welcome back to the kitchen. This is season 2, episode 2. This is Family Dinner. Thank you guys so much for tuning on in. I'm Logan, joined as always by Skip and Sam, and yeah, this is just get on into it.
Well, before we get on into it, make sure you guys go down there, subscribe, like, push the bell, and then go over to our social medias and follow us on there. You can also follow our personal, accounts there. We also want you to be on the lookout for next week, a very, very fun video that we filmed, and it's going to be awesome. It's going to be uploaded to our channel sometime next week.
And additionally, if you're not looking at our beautiful faces on YouTube and you're just listening, follow us on Apple Podcast and Spotify, and then switch over to the YouTube and follow us on there as well. And, give us a 5-star rating too,
It's subscribe.
You follow on that, I think. Do you?
YouTube,
subscribe?
it's subscribe.
Oh, subscribe on YouTube.
Yeah.
Follow on the other ones. Give us a 5-star rating on the other ones.
We have the two channels. Are they two separate channels, or are they linked the same channel?
Well, they're
the
linked.
VODs. So if you subscribe to one, do you subscribe to the other?
I don't know how that works. So
No,
make sure you subscribe to both on Spotify
Both.
and Apple and any other podcasting website that you use. And then additionally, give us a 5-star rating on all of them.
Yeah, leave a comment too. Just say hi. It helps us with the algorithm.
Yeah, sure.
Whatever. That's just what YouTubers say. Just,
I don't know what it means.
yeah, it's like it helps the algorithm.
So, to give a little bit of a background on what this new video is, it is our fine dandy partner Logan over here disking it up at the Woodlands tournament. How did it feel? How did it feel to be at an actual tournament and competing?
So I lost pretty bad.
No spoilers.
That bad.
No spoilers.
Do you talk about it in the video?
Yeah, remember we hit you at the end. We have a full interview with
Oh
you.
yeah. Okay. Well, no, it was.
And that gets cut out.
No, we'll leave it in.
It was really fun. It was cool to meet new people and talk to new people. Like the one guy that ended up winning. I was playing with him the first round, and he was from Cleveland actually. He was a really cool dude.
Oh, the curly hair guy?
Yeah. He was really cool. He was really nice, and he was really good at disc golf. But yeah, I didn't play my best the first round. I think a lot of it was just nerves and stress, and so the second round though I loosened up. I was in a hole, so there was nowhere to go but up. So
Technically you were on the ground.
yeah.
Even.
Yeah. I like to think of it as I played the course how it was intended to be played.
Exactly.
Right?
Absolutely.
I just a nod to the designer.
Yeah.
Just playing it how he wanted it to be done. With the second round, I scorched it up. Probably one of my better rounds out there.
Yeah.
So it was fun. I definitely felt the stress, but it made me want to play some tournaments more.
I'll tell you, as somebody who watched you the entire time, and I just am new into disc golf, but as somebody who watched you, I wanted to play and compete like that. Because we can go out there and have some fun with the friends, and just even like we did today when we went up to Parmalee. We're just throwing because we're trying to practice and get better instead of actually keeping track of how many strokes we have and what's the lead. I like competing, so throwing that little nod into it would just be so much fun.
I'll tell you what. If I played in the juniors division, I would have podiumed 100%.
There was
the one
4
kid?
people.
No, there was one kid.
There was one kid
in the junior division. It was one kid.
He was under 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He threw under 10?
No, he was
Oh.
10 years old.
Oh, okay.
He was under 10
I don't know what
years
he
old.
threw, but
I think he was +5.
Dude, I would beat that. Oh, I would have beat
Under
that
2
all
rounds?
day.
2 rounds? Oh,
Two
yeah,
rounds,
right.
he was +5.
Yeah, he probably would have beat me. I would have podiumed.
No,
I stand
I've
by
been
my
throwing
stand.
well. I stand by
You
it.
would have got
I'd beat-
second.
Yeah, I would have taken second.
That's a podium.
I don't know, Skip. If you threw like you did today, dude, you would have
That's not Woodlands, though.
It's woody.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was just interesting because I was never in really contention. Actually, I birdied the first 2 holes and then I got an eagle. I started off really well when I first started the tournament, but I was never really in contention towards the end. So I never had that stress of what you were talking about, counting strokes or things like that. So that would be a whole new experience if late in the round, 3 holes, 2 holes to go, I was up by 1, down by 1, not counting it. So yeah, it was a lot of fun, and there was a lot of disc golfers there, just a bunch of discs being like vendors and stuff. It was really cool.
That's why I keep saying this every time we go out. I want to start a league like with our buddies. You know, we all go out there anyways. Like, why don't we just make it into a little fun little competition? It makes it more like, you know, like, let's do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
If we do like cash prizes, we have to do like the top 3 get cash prizes because nobody's gonna win except him.
Yeah.
So we have to make it fair to other people.
Not if we do a handicap.
Yeah.
No, I don't care what the handicap is. He's coming in first.
But yeah, that makes it fun for the rest of us, you know. Like you literally today you announced like, oh guys, I want you to know that I beat these 2 in disc golf because like that makes it challenging and fun. I feel like we would have to do something where it'd be more like tournament based, like you know, like catch you on a bad day or something like.
No,
that.
yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah, or. Or we just keep track through this through the season. And
Yeah.
Like if I beat you by let's say 5 strokes, like the next time we start a tournament, I'm already 5 strokes in.
Yeah.
To kind of even it out.
Yeah.
Like try to even the playing field a little bit. So I think we should. There's a lot of ways to do it as well.
It'd be fun.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like you said, we all go out anyway. So
why
why would we not? But
anything cool happened to you? I know I am now the new #1 contender for the IWR United States Championship.
Wow,
Knucks up,
dude.
baby, knucks up.
nice.
I'm excited for this match because me versus Trey, and it's gonna be an awesome time.
Can people watch it?
Yeah, it'll be like, I don't know if they do any live streaming or anything.
I think they do because they were talking about the live streaming before the show.
Oh, were they?
Yeah.
Well, then maybe they are. It's on IWTV if they did, or it's live streamed on like YouTube or something.
I don't know where they do it. I just
Look
know
up
they do it.
IWTV on what time?
It'll be July. I got a month, but I just won yesterday.
He won the match yesterday.
I won a
okay.
fatal 4-way to
Nice.
become the #1 contender.
Sick.
Then I shotgunned a Bush Light, and it was awesome. Me and my ox, man. It was pretty cool.
Nice.
It wasn't that cool.
It was
I lost.
Yeah,
I'm
you
putting it.
took this right here. Take it.
But you didn't beat me.
You ended up going last night?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to wrestle too.
That's sick.
But I
Yeah.
lost.
Hey.
He's a bum.
You know what? You're getting out.
Hey, you know what? I think I would have beaten you, though. I'm confident that I would have beaten you. You're kind of like...
Wow, Money in the Bank. Cash it in right now.
Dude,
Hey, not with my ox, man.
He's going to cash
You're
in
right.
his Money in the Bank for the #1 contender spot.
That's what it should be.
That's,
If you came to Rhino's show and like it's me versus Trey, we're locking up, and you come in with the lunchbox money in the
No,
bank.
I'm gonna come in with the NWO NOW fight for Fremont briefcase. I won a Money in the Bank ladder match at the old company in Toledo, and then they shut the company down,
Yeah.
and I never got to cash it in.
So he never got to be champion.
you still have the briefcase?
No, I gave it to Ox.
Oh yeah.
Ox wanted it.
Wonder what
That's
Ox uses that for.
He wanted a briefcase, so I gave it to him, and it was dented.
What a man.
Yeah, well, yeah, we'll be sure to keep mentioning that
Yeah.
and check it out.
I'm excited for that.
I'll tell you what I did this weekend.
What?
Yeah, are we talking about it now? I was going to ask. Are we
Yeah,
doing it
we're
now?
talking about it I watched Top Gun 2.
Top Gun Maverick came out. Okay.
It was a good movie.
So we haven't said our opinions because we wanted to wait for the show.
I walked in on you talking to him about
I'm
it. I was like, I don't wanna
excited.
hear it.
I'm excited how you feel.
Okay,
First off, before you guys go into it, I have no interest in Top Gun. I mean, maybe I should give it a chance since these guys, both liked it. So, persuade me.
Oh, you liked it.
so
I didn't know that.
I will tell you this. I watched Top Gun. You say that as if you didn't like it, which scares me.
Well, no, because you wouldn't even tell me if you liked it at all because
Okay,
you wanted
yeah.
to keep it such a secret.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, yeah. So I didn't know you liked it.
Here's how the movie went for me. I went into that when I first heard about the Top Gun Maverick movie. I was so mad because Top Gun is one of those movies that doesn't need a sequel. It never had a sequel, and I think it's like you don't get many of those just like standalone, like one of one movies that go down in like one of the greatest ever. Like
Wedding Crashers.
Shawshank Redemption.
Okay, well I'm saying like
Brothers.
a lot of the big like
Casablanca.
old
Citizen
movies like
Kane.
that get remade or get a
Schindler's
sequel.
List.
Okay, I get that there are.
Yeah, that's just bad.
No,
You're just
I-
wrong.
The Truman Show.
Yeah, that's a good one. No,
Chuck and Dale
I
was
get
sequel.
that there are sequels. Okay, I understand, or that there are movies without
The
sequels.
Prestige.
But with a movie this big, like this iconic,
Shrek 2. Shrek 2 didn't get a sequel.
it's Shrek the Third.
Shrek.
Yeah, Shrek did.
The original got a trequel.
Trequel. No, actually, you've never seen Shrek 2 too?
Oh, he did. You're right. It did.
Well, the Lion King had like Lion King 1.5 or whatever,
It did.
2.5 or something.
2.5.
So.
Shrek did have Shrek 2 too, didn't it?
No, I just made that up.
No, I'm pretty sure it did.
No, I don't think.
That's not a real
that's
thing. That would never be a real
I
thing.
think it did. I'm looking it up.
Shrek 22.
No, I think it did.
I think you're thinking of Shrek Forever After.
Ah, you are right.
Shrek Forever.
Okay, back to Top Gun.
Okay.
For being as iconic of a movie as Top Gun is, you would imagine that it would have had a sequel or it would have had something else. It never did, so I didn't want it to have a sequel. I didn't like when they milk these movies for money and make a second one and ruin the story. Blah, 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 whatever. But the more that I thought about the movie, the more I thought that going into it and watching it, I did not look at Top Gun 2 as a sequel. But I also didn't look at it as like its own standalone movie. I thought of it entirely as a celebration of the previous movie. Because as I said to you guys, if you played the previous movie, I mean, no spoilers, I'm just going to talk about the first 30 minutes here. If you played the previous movie and the Top Gun Maverick, the first 30 minutes of it are literally the exact same. It's identical.
Yeah.
Like the beginning is, I think, the exact same. And then he ends up breaking the rules to save somebody else, whether it was Cougar in the first one or these people's jobs in the second. And then he breaks the rules, gets yelled at, and the guy's like, I should fire you, but I can't do it. I can't believe I'm going to do it, but you're going to Top Gun. And it's like, and then he goes to Top Gun. Mm-hmm. And it's exactly how it went in the first one. So I just, the entire time was looking at this as more of a celebration of the last one. And I thought it was good. I really liked it. Everybody that I heard was saying that it was like just as good as the original. I don't think it's just as good as the original. Like the original is one of, I know we did Cream of the Crop movies once and it was in my honorable mentions. It's like a top 10 movie for me. But that one never got posted in case you're looking for that. Yeah, I wonder why.
They're just going to keep looking.
No, yeah, don't keep looking for that. It's not up there. But I loved the first one. So to get to see the second one it gave me very heavy Logan vibes. If you've ever seen the Wolverine movie Logan, and where it's like, because it's called like Maverick, it's like an older Maverick coming back, and like it just reminded me a lot of the movie Logan.
It's watching the hot tub scene from Shrek.
So I want to hear your opinions on the movie, considering that you've never seen the first one, how it works as a standalone.
Yeah,
movie.
I'm in a different spot. I never saw the first one.
Yeah.
And I only went to see the second one because you guys all bought tickets and you were all raving about it. I meant to watch the first one, but I just never got around to it. And I was very much like Sam. I didn't have any interest in it. Just from what I thought it was, I was like, this movie is going to be like... I'm sure if I watch it, it's going to be good, but I'm never going to sit down and watch it by myself, probably. Mm-hmm. And afterwards, I'm probably never going to watch it again. It turns out I was completely wrong about what it's all about and the plot. And me and Kelsey watched like a plot synopsis of it, and I was like, that looks really good. And like I really wanted to watch it. But so I knew everything that happened in the first episode, in the first movie, but I'd never seen it. So for me, it was a sequel.
Yeah.
I mean, to say it wasn't a standalone, it can't be a standalone movie, I don't think, because it is so heavily based on the first one.
And I think that's why I look at it more as a celebration than an actual sequel.
And I think that's what Tom Cruise said. He said this is just a celebration of Top Gun.
If he said
at
that,
Comic-Con, like he, it was just like an homage to what it was and the beauty of it.
I think what makes it more of a celebration too is because it's 30 years in the future. It's not like if it was immediately after, I would think of that more as a sequel. But this is like there's a big gap. It's like a 30-year difference between the first and this one. So that's why I look at it like that. But you go on again.
It's
Ready
Is it about
to? No, it's just ready.
Oh, okay. I thought it was your thing. So, yeah, I very much liked it. Based on what other people had told me, so Kelsey actually did watch the first one right before, but she ended up getting sick, so she didn't go to the second one. She said the first one was super cheesy and, like, definitely you could tell it was made in the 80s, which is fine. You know, whatever. Like, that's fine. I thought this movie it had very strong hints of that as well. It was very cheesy at times. Like, the love interest part of it, very cheesy. At the end, when comes back, very cheesy. But other than that, I thought it was really cool. One thing Kelsey's dad mentioned to me, he said it was like the main mission of it was like very homage to Star Wars. Of like
Yes.
you had to go through this like intense tight tunnel and then shoot a thing that's like the size of a window.
When they said like,
and then it
you're
blows up.
going through the tunnel and then you have to shoot through the vent to open.
Yeah, you have to shoot the vent and then it blows up and then you have to shoot in that vent.
Yeah, it was. Star
And like
Wars.
he was like that's
literally Star Wars.
It
that's
was
literally
it was-
exactly like what Star Wars was. And
I thought of that too. I just never said it.
But
yeah,
the entire time I was like, I think I was actually really excited for the mission because they tell you in the beginning like what the mission is. I was like, I can't wait for them to do this mission. It's super cool. But at the end, I felt like the last 20 minutes just dragged on.
I do agree.
I felt like there was 3 endings to that movie, and like at any point it could have ended. Like the first time when Maverick does his thing to save Goose. Rooster, sorry. And then whatever happens to him, like if it would have ended there, that kind of would have been poetic, just to save Rooster.
Yeah.
But then he wakes up, and then spoiler alert. I guess we can put it in the comments if you haven't seen it and you don't want to get spoiled. Go to this time.
We'll put a timestamp and we'll call it the spoiler.
And if you're
timestamp.
listening,
so we're allowed to
just
spoil
zoom over a few minutes.
We'll have a timestamp. You can.
Well, the podcast you wouldn't.
Oh,
be
you're
able to
right.
see it.
Oh, if you're tough.
But and then so like when he wakes up and then he's about to die, like what you knew Rooster was gonna come back, whatever. And then they are I don't remember the other one. Oh, when Rooster, it looked like Rooster was going to die.
That's my one problem. So I have 2 problems with the movie, and it's the I don't think you've gotten there yet, but it's the double save.
Yes.
The fact that they had 2 when Hangman Rooster comes in for the save, like last second, and then when Hangman comes in for the save, like that was one of my biggest problems.
Like when Rooster comes back and saves him, and then his thing gets like that also would have been poetic if Rooster had died to save Maverick because he has grown. But then they both meet up together, and then them finding that Jet is pretty quick and lazy writing. I don't know. And then at the end when they looked like they were about to die again, I thought that they were going to die, and that would have been pretty poetic if like just Maverick died and Goose died, like just like because it was his son, Goose's son, and whatever. But then Hangman comes and saves him, and it was just like it was just pretty
too many.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was a lot of endings that should have been there that weren't.
What I liked about them finding the jet, like I can understand, like the whole thing's destroyed except for one plane.
Yeah, one really old one.
But the fact that it's the same plane that they flew in the first movie,
which
I think
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I think that's what makes it cool. Is like that. It's like goes full circle, comes back to the old movie. Like they escape with that.
As somebody who thought I wouldn't be into it and I would be disinterested in it and not like it at all, I very much liked it, and I was on the edge of my seat waiting for like that final mission scene, and it was actually really cool. I didn't know those planes could do that.
Planes do a lot.
Like they just like fly upside down and then just fly like that.
And it's crazy because like you probably think like, oh, it's just a movie. So a lot of it was actually all of it was shot like in the planes. Like, they were actually flying.
The actors actually had to fly. Yeah.
Well, they weren't flying.
Yeah, not the
They
actors.
weren't.
No, they were.
No, they were in the back of the
pilots.
planes.
No.
Tom Cruise can fly, but the actors were in the back of the planes. Other people were...
I know Tom Cruise is saying like they had to get up in the air, and a lot of them threw up because they couldn't handle it. Mm-hmm. So maybe they were in the back. But I know they were
because like
in
it was
the
like
planes.
a double-seated plane, like it was, and they had them in the back recording. Maybe I think Tom Cruise.
There's no way that they had them to trust them to.
Tom Cruise was flying.
Tom Cruise was flying.
Tom Cruise.
Well, yeah, he can.
He does his own
he did a
stunts.
thing with James Gordon, where he took James Gordon up in the plane, and he did the same. Like he had him upside down. So it's not just like the movie did that. Like they were doing that.
Crazy.
But one more thing that I think would have taken this movie, I don't know what I would rate it, but let's say it's like an 8.5. One more thing that I would bring it all the way up to a 9 is in the beginning, Tom Cruise or Maverick has like his whole like wall basically of photos with Goose and him or just Goose. One of the photos, and maybe maybe I just missed it. If neither of you have seen the original, so you won't know what I'm talking about. But like the beginning of the first one is so iconic, and there's that famous scene where like they're flying upside down, like adjacent with the other plane, and then Goose flips him off and then pulls out his Polaroid camera and snaps a picture. If that, and then he looks at it and he's like, oh, I should be a photographer. If that picture, like, obviously we never saw it, but like if you had like a recreation of that, like looking down on another plane, and like they're looking up at you. If they had that picture hanging on the wall just as a throwback to that first movie, I was looking for it. I couldn't find it. Maybe it's there. Maybe I missed it. But that would have been so cool.
It's great. I mean, yeah, maybe give it a try. I mean, maybe just
You guys didn't persuade me.
just do what I did and watch a 5-minute plot recap of it and just see then, because I was in the same boat as you. I thought this is just a war movie, but it's not. It's more of like a chick flick.
It is, yeah.
It really is. It's
It's got a little bit of everything.
yeah. I mean, yeah. Just check out the plot. Do you know what the plot is at all?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like neither did I. Just check out the plot, see what it's all about, and then if you don't like it, just on YouTube, whatever. And then if you don't, it's like okay, whatever.
Yeah.
That's. I mean, I watched it and I was like, I really want to watch it now.
Yeah, you should watch the first one, and then if you like it, go. I would watch the second one while it's still in theaters, because I think that's going to be a big. Because especially with like them in the planes and like all the sounds, I think you should watch.
Because
it
Kelsey was sick, I'm probably gonna go again.
I'd probably go again. We should all go. You'd like it.
It was very nice. It was
All right.
very cool.
Yeah.
But you guys want to get in cream?
Let's do the creams.
Sick.
Before we should definitely real quick
Yes.
shout out them Toledo Walleyes because they're in the Kelly Cup.
Yay!
Come on,
Hockey.
you got it. You got it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they're in the Kelly Cup. Like it's the Stanley Cup of their ECHL.
Wow.
Yeah,
Big.
they're down 2-1. They lost to Toledo, or they lost in Toledo to. They're playing the Florida Everglades. It's funny because those are the only two teams I actually know from the ECHL, like Florida Everglades, and then I know up to the Walleye, obviously.
Oh, do you?
But yeah, they won last this Wednesday, and they play tonight actually, June 10th. Yeah,
Sick.
yeah, they're 2-1.
Are they in Toledo tonight?
No, they're in Florida. So if they win the Kelly Cup, because they've never done it, even the Storm haven't done it. But if they do it, they have to do it in Toledo because they play first 2 in Toledo, 3 in Florida, and then back to Toledo.
It's pretty tough. They just have to keep going. Just Toledo, Florida, Toledo, Florida,
It's
Toledo, Florida.
far.
You can find somewhere you could.
Well, they play the first 2 games.
No, but like still having to go back. And
Oh,
forth.
The back and
Still,
forth.
just
That
like
is.
2 games in Toledo, 2 games in Florida.
3 games in Florida.
It's
Yeah.
3. It's
Oh.
2, 3, and then
2,
2,
3, 1.
and it's done in Toledo.
2-3-2 or 2-3? Oh yeah,
It's 2-3-2
You're right.
because they play best of 7.
Also, Jurassic World just came out today in theaters, and I really want to go see it.
Hey, I hate to tell you, but I watched it. Yeah.
Today?
Yeah,
Last night.
I watched it too.
Yeah. I wanted to. I was
How? It
so
came out
mad-
in theaters today.
Yeah,
We
watched it
we
last
went
night.
last
Oh,
night
at midnight?
Yeah.
because we were up at the wrestling show.
I texted you.
Yeah, you texted.
I texted
My
you.
phone was dead, and no, I turned it off because we went at like 10, so my phone was off. And when I turned it on, you were. It was like 11 o'clock or 1 in the morning. But we were at the show, and Trey looks at Sam, and he's like, "Sam, you want to go watch Jurassic World tonight?" And then
I said, well, I have Skip with me, so I don't know.
And then
Trey walks up to Skip and he's like, hey, we're going to see Jurassic Park tonight.
and I was kind of like I was stuck with him because I rode with him, so I was forced to go watch it.
You know, the really messed up thing about that is we were in the theaters from Top Gun Maverick, and I was sitting next to Skip, and the Jurassic World preview came on, and we had watched the
other
previous
one,
one together in theater, and I was like, hey, you want to watch it together? He was like, well, duh.
I wanted to. I was forced to go.
How was it?
I don't want to talk about it. I want you to watch it. I want you to enjoy it. I don't even want to talk about it.
Listen, you don't watch Jurassic World for the plot. You watch it for the cool dinosaurs.
I will say that one moment was pretty sweet.
There were a couple of sweet moments.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, the one moment. Oh my gosh! Remember when that one thing happened on the one guy? Dude, let's just talk Jurassic World like the whole time.
You know how much I love dinosaurs.
I know.
Travis. You know. I'm ashamed in you.
I'm sorry.
I mean, personally, like, it didn't do it for me, but I liked it. I mean,
Did
I
you
liked
watch any of the other two?
Yeah, I mean, I watched the first, 3, but I didn't watch the...
He never watched the worlds. He watched the parks.
Yeah.
Oh. I see. Well,
I think if you like it, if you like the...
I just like dinosaurs.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Dinosaurs are
Concepts.
cool.
It'll be fun.
You should go watch it. You and Kels.
Yeah, me and Kels.
Yeah.
You're not invited.
Okay.
Can I come?
Yeah, Sam, you want to come?
He already watched it.
I don't care. I don't care. It's the principle of it.
I'll go to the same theaters. I'll sit behind you guys.
No.
You won't know I'm there.
No, I'll move theaters.
All right.
All right, let's get into the cream. Let's harvest some crops, you know what I'm saying? This week we are doing fast food restaurants. I'll go through my list first. I'm starting at number 5. I'm going Subway. I think I did number 5 the last time we did this too, but I like Subway. I get the same thing every time, and it's great. I also like their cookies a lot. They're pretty good.
Cookies are phenomenal.
They're freaking awesome.
They're
They have
the
like
best.
cool, super cool, different like cookies. Yeah, so Subway, and then I'll go with number 4, and it's a toss up. I'm gonna go with Zaxby's because like the reason behind this is I would have went with Chick-fil-A because I love Chick-fil-A. I think Chick-fil-A is so great. But and like the toss up between the two is like Zaxby's isn't like around us, so it's like I have to get it when I'm on the road or whatever. Like Chick-fil-A is here. So the way I did it was Chick-fil-A is literally here and I can get it anytime I want, but I still don't get it.
Yeah.
But like when I'm on the road and I pass this Zaxby's, I'm like, oh, we're in Zaxby's territory. Let's
We're
get
getting
it. Yeah,
Zaxby's.
let's get it. You know. So that's why I went with Zaxby's over Chick-fil-A. Number 3, I'm going to go with Tokyo Express. It's kind of a local one, but I count it as fast food. You can put in an order for like sushi and then like some rice and teriyaki chicken and stuff. Absolutely love the sushi.
Probably would. I was just writing down my list because I was like, I had it in my head, but I was like, oh, I should probably write it down so I don't forget. That probably would have made my list.
Yeah.
Now that you brought it up.
Tokyo Express is so good. I get the dynamite roll and I get chicken tempura roll. And those two
Where is
things.
this place at?
It's over there by Penn Station, right in front of
Yeah.
Bed Bath
okay.
& Beyond.
Okay, I see it.
Dude, it is phenomenal. Do you like sushi?
I love sushi.
Dude,
Yeah.
I get
Oh,
the.
you'll love it. Though.
I get like 2 6-packs of sushi and then the chicken teriyaki.
Oh, it's so good.
Oh.
I didn't know I liked sushi until that one of my coworkers one time was just like, "Hey, you want some Tokyo Express?" I'm like, "Oh, what do they have?" They're like, "Oh, it's a sushi place." I'm like, I'll try it. And like I ordered a dynamite roll, never going back. It's always going to be a dynamite roll. Anywhere.
I like spicy tuna roll.
Dude, it's so good. So good. Number 2, I'm going with the tropical smoothie. I love their smoothies. Obviously, you go there for tropical smoothies for the smoothies, but they have great food too. It's a little little overpriced, but I still enjoy it. I like the flatbread like chicken that they have there. And I mean, having a banana as a snack, I can't beat it. And number 1 is Chipotle.
Yep.
There is no fast food restaurant that is better than Chipotle. Like when I'm on the road and like, especially like I'll just give an example. When I was in Missouri a couple weeks ago, like that Monday I knew like, oh, I'm gonna go to Missouri, which is a 10-hour drive from where we're at, and I'm gonna be there all weekend. Like I was like, oh, I'm getting Chipotle, and I was pumped about it. Like I'm getting Chipotle.
Go
That's
to
gonna be
Missouri
my
or
deal.
Chipotle.
Well, yeah,
That's
I mean,
the first thing you thought of.
But like I have to like treat myself a little bit because I like to try to like diet.
Were you
and
in
stuff.
St. Louis or?
I was in Kansas City, which
Dude,
is
you went to Kansas City and you didn't get barbecue?
oh well, I got barbecue.
Oh, okay, cool. I would have been.
He got barbecue.
Yeah,
I would have been more excited for the barbecue than the Chipotle.
No.
I mean, there's a Chipotle.
Hey,
Down
he got
road.
the barbacoa.
Oh, okay.
No, no, I got barbecue. It was all right. I actually prefer Nashville barbecue than
Do you?
Kansas City barbecue.
Couldn't tell you the difference.
There is a difference,
I'm sure there is. Yeah.
but nah, yeah, I like that's a tale for another time. Kansas City, I like Nashville over Kansas City, but I'm going with Chipotle. Like their chips are fantastic. They have those now that they have.
We're just counting all the stuff.
Yeah, we're going.
You said their chips. I was expecting there to be a stat. Their chips are great. Their guac is great. That's how I was doing.
Yeah, their chips. I mean, that's the whole 9 yards. I was gonna talk about their drinks. Like they have the 4 new like little berry drinks that they have there. Oh, it's fantastic. It's so
very
good, and it's awesome. Like I love the queso, and they have this new chicken there. I don't know what it's called, but I'm like, oh, what's that? And they're like, oh, it's our new chicken. I ask them every time, like even though they told me every single time like what it is, but I still ask them. I'm like, hey, what is that?
Sam laughs at them.
Can I have that?
I already know.
It's like I know what that is.
What is that? I know.
Yep, always get a bowl to go. Double brown rice. Load that stuff up with chicken and steak, and we out the room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Good
So what?
list.
Subway, Zaxby's, Tokyo Express, Trops, and Chipotle.
Sick.
I'm gonna do my list because
Okay, go ahead.
we have a pretty similar list. So I'm just gonna. I'll just do mine.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Number 5 might be a hot take, but I'm kind of like, there's a caveat to it. At number 5, I have a McDonald's with a playpen. Because if you got the play area, there's nothing better. I remember
love that
when
one.
I was like 5, I remember going to a McDonald's that had a playpen and literally just looking at it like, this is the best day of my life. And I still remember that. So now whenever something great happens to me, I'm like, this is the best day. It's like, wait, no. I went to a McDonald's playpen when I was 5. That's the best day of my life. I don't know if anything's topped it.
You know, honestly, I was gonna sit here and be like, oh, dude, McDonald's is terrible, but like, you sold me.
With the playpen?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. When I was younger, I looked at that and I was like, dude, let's go.
See, now it's like, I couldn't imagine playing in one of those playpens. They're probably so disgusting. Like the
Dude.
ball pit is probably the grossest thing in the world. But
How cool of a parent could you be if you drive to one of those and then go through the drive-through?
oh my gosh, the worst
The
parent.
worst. Yeah, Mom, you're the worst.
Did your mom?
Yeah, she's done it. She's done it to me. I'm like, Mom,
It was
are we
last
going-"
week.
Yeah, but
I haven't talked to her since last
Yeah,
week.
we'll
Yeah.
never talk to her again.
Yeah. So it's got to be. I mean, it's got to be.
I love that your list has caveats. That's hilarious.
That's the only real caveat. That's why I put it at 5. Because McDonald's,
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of caveats in my head.
Okay, number 4. I think it was your number 4 too, or no, it was your number 2. Trops. I like Trops. Put it that low just because it does have the. It's mainly a drink place and it is a little expensive. But have you ever gone there for their breakfast?
No.
It's pretty good.
I went there today for their breakfast. I didn't get anything.
Fool.
Well, I went for a smoothie and they were like, "Oh, we have breakfast options," because she knew I wanted something to eat. But I was like, "No, I'm okay."
They do it all day, so I think.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty good stuff though. They got like that banana cinnamon thing. That's good. Okay, number 3, and this one it was the exact same toss up you had. I'm going Zaxby's here, and the only reason it's 3 and not 2 is because it's so far away.
Yeah.
Like we can't get it every day. If I could get it every day, it'd probably be number 1.
Mm-hmm.
But it's Chick-fil-A was also an option, but I couldn't put them both on.
Yep, that's how I was.
At number 2, I'm going with Arby's. The roast beef. I'm just thinking about the tennis matches with the boys.
Best memories ever.
Dude, going in, I would literally like spend $30 to $40 when we went for the tennis matches, and I would just get a buffet of food.
Dude, it was great.
It was so good. And then we'd all go up and we'd all give like fake names. And that's the best. Like there's nothing better. I'm just the memories. I think that's a big thing for me with the fast food, with the McDonald's, and with this, just the memories attached to them. And then of course, number 1 is Chipotle. You already went through it, so that's about it.
Yeah, nice. I guess I have some questions for you guys.
Okay, what do you got?
What's your go-to smoothie?
Oh, peanut
We
butter
have this.
paradise.
Yeah, peanut paradise.
Yeah, it's so good.
Peanut paradise, whey protein, add some almonds.
Yep.
You add almonds?
Oh, I don't add almonds. That's an option.
You can add almonds.
Who would have known? I get the Bahama Mama.
That's a good one,
I
though.
mean, that's just. I would order that just to say it. Bahama Mama.
It's pretty sick.
I like Bahama Mamas.
Yeah, I actually got it one time with the dark chocolate instead of the white chocolate, and the white chocolate is way better.
Mm-hmm.
The dark chocolate just makes it too chocolatey. So,
What is it? Like, what's in
strawberry, banana,
I think pineapple.
coconut,
Pineapple.
and white
there?
chocolate.
Alright, never mind.
Oh, it's got coconut in it.
Yeah, grow up, you child.
No, I am grown.
I think-
I'm a grown human being. Look at me.
Clearly not.
Bahama Mama was a top 5 drink for me when we did that. Did we do
Yeah, but it was like the alcohol drink,
Yeah, it
right?
was
Or the
the alcohol.
non-alcoholic drink you did.
Yeah, we did. See, I don't know if you guys know this, but like I have in my head like prepared lists for when we do cream of the crops. So I didn't know if that was just one of the ones that I already had stored in there.
Mm-hmm.
But no, yeah, we did
Also,
drinks.
what is your favorite Subway cookie, Sam?
I like the raspberry cheesecake.
Oh, wait, we can't do that. It's the end of the show. We have to pound it.
I do love that one too. Also, the white chip macadamia.
Yeah, that's another one
So
too.
good.
I don't. The double chocolate with the white chocolate,
Mm-hmm.
that's good. That one's good too. That one's always like a classic. You get that one every time. I used to play when we would play football. Like get some food before the games.
I always just get the raspberry cheesecake.
The raspberry
That's-
cheesecake's great.
Bahama Mama is strawberries, pineapple, coconut, and white chocolate. It's the thing. I drink it. I like coconut, but I don't really taste the coconut.
I don't either.
And sometimes, Sam, it's just a blend of flavors together. I don't know. You might not like it. I really don't get a big coconut flavor when I drink it, but
I'm just a peanut butter guru. Like I love peanut butter. So
I can't argue with that.
I don't call it a smoothie if it ain't got peanut butter in it. I mean, I just.
Okay, get into my list, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah, that was all I had on my list, I guess.
Oh, just
I just know.
Mama.
No, I was asking questions for you guys. Okay, my number 5 is Arby's. I mean, there's just nothing better than Arby's. I mean, I swear. Number 4 is Panera.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Panera's.
See, I look at it to me as more of like a restaurant. I don't know. I guess I mean it is a fast food restaurant, but like I just feel like I'm more of a sit down.
Yeah, it has that vibe just because a lot of people go there, do homework, get some stuff. But I mean, it has that drive-through. I mean, go in and out, the soups, the bread, everything.
I guess just to me, in my like perspective,
They got good sandwiches.
Oh yeah, 2.
I never get it.
You
though.
pick 2. Man, it's great. All right, my number 3, most controversial one on my list, and that would be Raising Cane's. And had Zaxby's on my list, took them off, put Cane's on there because I just got Cane's recently, and they upgraded their fries to new fries, and it was very enjoyable. And Zaxby's, when I did go, I have had bad experiences at Zaxby's and never at Raising Cane's. So there's that.
How can you screw up chicken tenders?
And that's why it's great. That's why it's reliable. That's their slogan: is do something, find something you do good and do it. They don't need all the extra fanciness, you know. They don't need subpar crap. Fried pickles. They don't need awful chicken wings. You know, they just do their thing.
I am excited for that Cane's because it's going to be that corner there that's got the Big B. I'm going to go through the Big B, go through the Cane's. Coleslaw, extra coleslaw.
Zaxby's probably edged it out a little bit, but then I got Cane's again, and their the big thing I narked Cane's on were their fries. They upgraded their fries, and that was really the only thing that I didn't like. That I was like, because they are very comparable, and then also like I have had Zaxby's and not been satisfied with it, and it's been a little bit inconsistent, while Cane's hasn't for me. So that's just me personally. Cane's is there.
Gotta respect it. 2
is Chipotle. I love Chipotle for all the reasons you guys do.
Not one.
It's great. It's probably the one restaurant that I do crave. I crave more than anything. Like I'm like, oh, I want Chipotle. The sour cream is just.
Oh,
that's what I think of. I'm like, I need that in my mouth.
I like the cheese, like the string,
Yeah, the cheese is
the
great.
string cheese. It just like
I ask for extra cheese and extra sour cream.
I do. I do extra corn and then extra cheese, but like it's just the corn.
The corn is the best.
Oh, it's so good. I do double corn. And if they like little pussyfoot around on the little half of the corn, I'm like, yeah,
Give me another cob.
Third, we'll go third.
Throw another ear on there.
Yeah, no, I love the cheese. I like how it melts with like the meat and stuff.
Shake it up a little.
Yeah, do a little mix.
That's why you always has to go to get that lid. You know?
And then number 1 for me is Jersey Mike's.
Oh,
I'm a big sandwich guy. I love subs. Always have. Subs are just a great meal overall. And I think just the way they do it, Mike's Way subs are great. I found there a cold sub that I love and a hot sub that I love, and they're both of them are still just like the best subs I've ever had, like of the sub chains and things. So if I'm feeling a hot sub, I can get one, and if I'm feeling a cold sub, I can get one, and I just love it. And their cream soda is phenomenal.
I need to get it. I think I've had it, but like it's more of like here's a sub from Jersey Mike's, you know what I mean? Not like go there, all right, I want to
order
eat this.
what you want.
Yeah.
I've been experimenting a little bit. Like Mike's Way, they have like oil and vinegar that they put on, like they call it their like juice, and I mean it's just so good.
When they were doing the free delivery on Saturdays during college football season, that was a mistake because I got a lot. Maybe it actually wasn't a mistake because I got a lot.
Yeah, not a mistake for you, mistake for them.
Yeah. So, yeah, mine were Arby's, Panera, Raising Cane's, Chipotle, and Jersey Mike's. I'm excited for Cane's to come in.
I am pumped.
I love it.
Anything that you guys...
You guys want to say our
least
number
favorite?
one least favorite restaurant?
I'll start because mine's pretty bad. I couldn't find one that I really dislike. I had mentioned this to you guys. There's one that I just won't go to now because it is outshined, and that's Subway. Mm-hmm. Jersey Mike. I mean, subs, Jersey Mike is just my favorite, and I just can't go back to it. So it's not that I hate Subway. I loved Subway for a really long time. It was a great restaurant. Had a lot of pleasant experiences with it, but I just can't go back to it. So I don't hate it, but I don't hate any other restaurant really. Yeah. I can't. That was the only thing I could honestly even think of.
You do yours because I honestly I completely forgot.
You had one.
Mine's
you're right.
McDonald's.
Oh, McDonald's.
100% McDonald's. I think McDonald's is terrible.
I was thinking about that, but
I think it's horrible. I mean, I don't think the chicken nuggets are very good. I mean, if you look at them, so when I think of a McDonald's, I think of Wendy's and Burger King into comparison. And I would literally eat anything from either of those two rather than McDonald's. I don't even think they have the best fries. I don't think they have the best ice cream, the best burgers, the best chicken. I just don't think they do. I think it's very cheap. The only thing I would go to McDonald's for, truthfully, is probably a cheap little breakfast burrito.
breakfast is good. Their breakfast is pretty solid.
They got rid of the snack wraps.
Whenever I am thirsty for a drink, I always go to McDonald's. Their drinks slap different than anywhere else.
I don't know, man. I just don't like them.
No, I think their breakfast is really good.
I do. I will give them credit for the McGriddle. That's pretty smart. That's pretty good too.
But think about this. What if I had a playpen? I mean, did you take that into account?
Man, I do. I know. We live in Rossford. There isn't one there.
Yeah, but that's what makes the experience fun.
Oh, when you made a caveat to yours, I was gonna try to make a caveat. I like when I go to Arby's and the person behind the counter has an eye patch and no teeth, and that's the person making my food. Oh. Or not Arby's, Waffle House.
Oh, that's the best.
It's like when the chef has pajama pants on and that. Dude, that's my number 5.
If the chef isn't breaking up a fight while making your food, the Waffle House isn't good. It's just.
All right, what's your least favorite?
Dude, I don't hate any place. If you told me to go to a fast food restaurant, I'd be like, because I whenever I get my dad lunch, I'm like, hey, what do you want to eat? And he's like, oh, I don't care. It's like, I literally don't care. Because then when I give him options, he's like, oh, that doesn't sound good. I'd eat anything, anywhere. There's got to be something good everywhere, right? There's no place that just misses everything.
Yeah, true.
I mean, no.
What about the place that sells Frosties?
What is that?
You know what? I was actually going to mention that I'm surprised nobody had that on their list.
Had what?
The one with the pigtails. The red one.
Jenny's?
Yeah, Jenny's. The 4 for 4 place.
Oh, the 4
The 4 for 4 place.
No,
I'm surprised nobody had that list. I honestly think that place is probably the most consistent.
Wendy's.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. That place.
No, to tell you the truth, the one that I was thinking as my least favorite was Wendy's, just because
Wendy's
the one.
Dude, you have such.
Thanks, Sam.
You have such a skewed view of that Wendy's. It's never been bad for me. And you guys always say I get bad service every single time I go.
It's not bad.
They've never messed up my order once, and you guys say mess up every single time.
I like their chicken nuggets, dude.
I think Wendy's across the board does everything well.
Oh, out of the 3 that I just mentioned, Burger King, Wendy's, and McDonald's, Wendy's is by far the best.
You can think of any restaurant basically. I mean even Cane's, you guys have the fries, whatever. They just don't do their fries great, whatever. Yeah. Zaxby's, there's some things on their menu that don't do great. McDonald's, they're I feel like Wendy's across the board is the best at providing just it's solid. Nothing's awful. Nothing's bad. Everything is just the chili good, salads good, ice cream McFlurry's good. I mean,
don't ever call them a McFlurry again. They're Frosties.
Chicken nuggets good, fries good, their chicken sandwiches good, burgers good. They just do it all well. I think they are the most consistent.
You know what though? As you were talking about that, I thought of my least favorite when you were naming the 3. Until Burger King brings back the bacon sundae. It's my least favorite place. Have you never had the Burger King bacon sundae?
No, because I'm a grown up.
I haven't been to Burger King in 5 years.
Well, they got rid of them when I was a kid, but I would eat them when I was a kid, and I would.
Okay, yeah.
I would pick out the Burger King. Whenever they're like, "Hey, what do you want to eat tonight?" It's like, dude, Burger King. I'm gonna get bacon sundae. I get 2. That's how good they were. You eat they got bacon bits sprinkled on there, it's vanilla ice cream, chocolate sauce, bacon bits, and then 2 bacon strips put in there, and you can use a bacon strip as a spoon, and the bottom gets it's crunchy, but it gets a little soggy, and you just suck on the bacon and get the ice cream flavor off.
I'm ignoring him.
Yeah, that's horrible. That sounds disgusting.
It's the best. If you've never had, because it's
no, actually, hey, guess what? I haven't. I would never. That sounds gross.
It feels like they discontinued it for a reason.
Well, no, they brought it in as a special. Hey, we're doing the bacon. It was only around for a summer.
Yeah, for special.
A special or a.
Special people.
No, your parents were like, "Hey, can we just like get a sundae and you just throw whatever bacon you have on it?" My kid's an idiot.
They did it for a summer.
One summer.
Yeah.
That's funny. Is it criminal that nobody had Chick-fil-A on the list?
No, because
We
everyone...
mentioned it. It would have been on
Mentioned it. The reason Chick-fil-A is not on my list is because it's great. I love it. But the way it makes me feel after, man, that is the one place that like you feel it the rest of the day whenever you have Chick-fil-A.
I just hate that they're so nice to me.
Their
I
customer
wanna-
service is
I want to yell. I want them to yell at me. You know, like,
You ever been to a Dick's? Where like they actually...
Excuse you? What you call him?
Yeah, you want them to... No, that restaurant where like the waiters like are mean to you the
Isn't
whole
that
time.
like
Isn't that
Dick's
Sporting
Last
Goods?
Resort?
Yeah,
Oh.
Dick's Last Resort.
I was like, yeah, I've been to Dick's Sporting Goods.
No, it's the one where
We're
they're
hanging out like cleats and stuff.
Is that bad customer
It's the one where the waiter, like they yell at you and then like
Bad,
write stuff on
yeah.
your hat.
I've never been there.
No, Skip was just walking. Dick's Sporting Goods. They started yelling at him. He's like, "Oh, this is that place." They're like, "You're so unathletic."
It's like, oh, that's
He's
why
like,
you
"You're
name it
funny,
that.
dude. Good one."
Oh. All right, want to run down our list again?
Yeah, well, I gotta pull mine up.
I'll run through mine. Mine was 5 Subway, 4 Zaxby's, 3 Tokyo Express, 2 Tropical Smoothie, 1 Chipotle. And my least favorite was McDonald's.
Mine was 5 McDonald's with a playpen, 4 Tropical Smoothie, 3 Zaxby's, 2 Arby's, 1 Chipotle, least favorite Burger King without a bacon sundae.
Dude, hey, they're never coming back. But
They're not, and that's why I hate Burger King.
My number 5 was Arby's, 4 Panera, 3 Raising Cane's, 2 Chipotle, 1 Jersey Mike's, and hated in quotation marks is Subway. But I don't hate you. I love you, Subway. I love your cookies.
great cookies, great cookies.
Yeah, but hey, that was good.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Nice little
Yes.
harvest. What song?
You want
guys
to do our
got a song?
songs?
We got a song?
Let's do it.
I have to think of a real good one because for the next like 3 or 4, they're just gonna be one person.
Oh yeah, he's got an album coming out.
I mean, like next Friday, yeah.
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. All right, I'll start.
So you're saying you need to do a good one now because your next 3 won't be good?
Yeah,
Is
that's
that what you're
exactly what he said.
insinuating?
Yep.
You can't even say that.
Yeah, I can't.
I mean, whatever.
I can say it.
Debate for another time.
Okay, my song of the week. Last week I did the song from Stranger Things, and this week I'm gonna do a song from another show that I watched earlier, which is Moon Knight. I'm gonna do A Man Without Love. I don't know the name of the guy who sings it. I kind of forgot. It's like a foreign name, I think.
Nice.
But I'm gonna go with A Man Without Love. That was from the Moon Knight soundtrack.
By Engelbert Humperdinck. His name is Engelbert Humperdinck.
It is. Humperdinck putting out some
Oh, dude,
bangers,
I couldn't
huh?
even get through that name.
It was a long name. I didn't want to say it. I didn't know what it was.
We'll go with mine.
Skip, you are so disgusting this episode.
Does he look like that?
Humperdinck.
All right, we'll go with mine. I'm gonna give a little shout out to the Post Malone. Wait, did I do
You did
that
that last week. You did
You
Lemon
did
Tree.
Post Malone last week.
Oh, never
but
mind then. I won't do Post Malone this week then.
you want me to go?
I'll do Cameron Marlowe, and I'll do his new song.
This girl is on
No,
fire.
it is like that. It's Cameron Marlowe. Dang, why did I have to go through them all? She's on fire.
I think it's just Girl on Fire.
Girl on fire. You're right. Yep, it
You
is.
played it. You played it in the car.
Was that song released in 1968?
What?
Your song.
Girl on fire.
Yeah,
guys.
it's an
Girl
old
on
song.
Fire. Yep, Girl on Fire.
Girl on Fire
Girl on Fire.
by Carlos
Cameron Marlowe.
Cameron Marlowe.
Cameron Marlowe.
With a K.
Oh.
Fancy.
Where's there a K in Marlowe?
Silent.
Mine is going to be Vienna by Billy Joel.
Oh, good song.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Beautiful melody.
Ready? Thanks for watching. Thanks
Hey,
for listening.
Good job,
See
guys.
you next
Subscribe,
time.
Oh, that was bad.
like, subscribe.
Oh, that was good.
Nice.